This video is going to show you what a Google Doc Cloud assignment looks like, how to create them, and what your students are going to see. So I've put two examples down here of Google Doc Cloud assignments. So this first one is a density lab. For this lab, I want each individual student to submit their own lab report. So if you're using a Google Doc Cloud assignment, then you have to be prepared for every student to have their own submission. This is not designed as a group project external tool. So I have my instructions up here. I've included a video for the students who are absent. And then down here, I have included the document that they'll be typing on. Now, my instructions here are highlighted in yellow and they'll erase it. There's some other options for how you can set that up, but that information will be in another video. So that's kind of the look of it. Some students want to type straight into this part. If they want, they can click the title that's in blue right here and open it in a new slide that is, or a new tab that is just for them. And then they get to see the full size of the document. Once they're done, they'll come back to this assignment and they will have a submit button right up here. And they'll push that submit button and you will get their assignment as a PDF in SpeedGrader. So again, this is PDF only for your viewing. So if you're wanting to be able to give them Google comments, or they're making a presentation and you want to be able to see their speaker notes and that type of thing, this isn't the best option for you. A forced copy probably would be. Okay? But this is great for notes, individual labs, individual projects where you're not needing to see any animation or speaker notes, because it pops up right there in SpeedGrader for you and you're not having to worry about going to each person's document. Now, some assignments that are not in the regular repertoire of Google use, so I use Jamboards, which is kind of like a whiteboard. Whenever I do an embedded Jamboard assignment, when students open it, it actually gives them this failed connection. They have to open it in a new tab. Apparently that's been the case for a few things. I think Google Draw and Google Jamboard are two that I've personally seen that happen to. That could vary based on your school district or things like that, but everyone I have worked with, that has been the case. So just know sometimes if this comes up, they will have to open it in a new tab. So let's talk about creating one of these. So I'm just going to go into assignments. So you've seen a Google Doc and a Google Jamboard. So I'm going to make one with Google Slides. So I'm just going to add a new assignment. I'm going to call this SigFig Part 1 Notes. Sounds great. Give it a due date. It's notes. I'm going to make it 10 points. Sync or not sync, totally up to you. Then I'm going to click more options. Here in this box, I'm going to type my instructions. So complete these notes via our live class or the posted videos. Sounds great. Now, two things that I always include, it does not matter if it's week 1 or week 12, are about that blue button that you just saw me push, or the blue title, and about coming back to submit. That's something students often forget. So I say, if you want to open the document in a new tab, click on the blue title of the file below. Remember to, come back to this assignment to submit. When they come back to submit, they will not have to attach that file, give you a link or anything like that. It will already be loaded in there for them, so they literally just have to click the submit button. If they ever freak out because the typing that they've done in a new tab is not showing up within Canvas, have them refresh their page. So I've already filled in this information, and I'm going to go right here where it says no submission. I'm going to choose external tool. Now, before this will work, your Google Drive has to be linked to your Canvas, and you have to have permissions to use this. My school system, my current one and my previous one, already had this open. I know some people have had to request access from their admin, or they had to go in and download it as an app instead. So there can be a lot of different connecting points, but for most people I've talked to, it's already been available. So you're going to click Find. And we're going to go to Google Doc Cloud Assignments. Sometimes there'll be more than one there. I'm not sure why. So far, I've always chosen the top one, and it has worked. It's going to bring up your Google Drive. So I have my folders just like normal. My loose files are down here. So I'm going to go ahead. If you need to search for your title, you can search for it right there. I know where I saved mine, so I'm just going to scroll down and go ahead and pick that up. As I go into these files, or these folders, you can see that they're continuously organized just like my Google Drive is. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the one that I want. So here's SigFig Part 1. I click Select. And now it's linked. So I'm just going to come down here, click Save. And this is what's going to pop up. So again, this is what our kids are going to see. There are several ways to make the notes. Again, that'll be in another video. But the kids can open this up, enlarge it if they want to, whatever they want to do. And they can click and type right in those spots. When they come back, they'll have to push submit right here before you can see and grade their document. So that's a look at what Google Doc Cloud assignments are and how you put those into Canvas.